stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. On the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Shall each have 5 minutes to address the court. All right.
Judge Grant and Commissioners, my name is James Bass. I know y'all been working real hard on all this, so I probably beat a dead horse, but I put some figures together about your jailers, and I got 13 jailers at a yearly rate at $12.50 is $338,000. That should be in your budget for 13 jailers. I went back and did some math and got 10 jailers at $15 an hour. And that's $312,000. That's a saving of $26,000 a year if you just do a hiring freeze at 10 until you get next year's budget accomplished. You could do a hiring freeze at 10 at $15 an hour and still have a $26,000 a year savings until you get your next fiscal year budget. Anyway, that's all.
Thank you.
Nate Smith, I'm the city administrator for the city of Fairfield. I will reserve a lot of our comments for item 12 on your agenda for the salary for jailers. My council and I, we discussed this last night in a workshop about how much we would need for prisoner transport, and they all expressed our disappointment. We need to get some kind of resolution to get this done. So I implore you to please do that. Thank you.
Actually, if you need to make a comment, now would be the time.
No, ma'am. I think I've made enough.
Enough? All right. Anyone else? All right. If not, then we'll go to item number 1 to approve the minutes of the April 10th meeting.
Make a motion to approve the minutes of the April 10th study.
All that right? Any opposed? Item number 2 is budget transfers and amendments. Any discussion?
I'm making a motion to approve the budget down there.
I second.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None, motion carried. Item number 3 is to approve and pay the bills.
I make a motion to approve the bills, approve the bills. I second.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried. Item number 4, payroll. She got the report.
I make a motion to go do that payroll. Second.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Item number 5 is reports. We have the auditor's report for March. Also, in connection with that, we have the treasurer's report, which is based on the auditor's report for March, and this is the one that is required to be on the website, posted on the website. Have an investment and interest earned report. You pass that back, you can sign that. I'll give this to her, and you'll give her a copy. Thank you. Are there any other reports? These reports are all on file with the county clerk. Anybody that wants to review any of them certainly can get a copy, or just review them if you want to do that in the county clerk's office. All right. If there are no other reports, we have a motion to accept those reports.
I'll make it.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed? None. Motion carried. Burn ban, we do not have one on. No action. We go to item number 7, special road use agreements.
I've got an extension on the ban, on the bond that we, had within the transfers, County Road 754, included in that bond with, when they make us a road use agreement, is that right, sir?
Yeah, I submitted a spreadsheet that actually lists the 12 roads that we needed bonded to begin with. And then if, with your permission and with you talking to Dylan Madden, I believe that you're gonna add County Road 754 on that.
If it wasn't on the original list.
No, and there's a couple that is on the spreadsheet that wasn't posted on the bond either. There was only 9 posted on the bond when we needed 12 at that time, so I submitted.
Those 9 was from 362.
Yes.
Do you have any more on there that I don't know
No,
about?
this spreadsheet that Mr. Ridge has there has every road on it, and then we'll add County Road 754 to it.
Well, that's my motion, to have 750 inside that bond, that $1.2 million bond, with a road use agreement coming with it.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye.
But there's additional roads that wasn't originally posted on the bond, but those will all be posted, right?
No, are they in my precinct?
I think there's one more, County Road 640, I think maybe wasn't on the bond that needs to be in your precinct. No, 640 was on there.
640 was on the first one.
Yeah, it is on the first one. I'd have to go through the list here and look real quick. I didn't mark them. But this spreadsheet is what we're asking to be posted on the bond that Mr. Ridge has. Would you like a copy of it?
640 is number 1. 640 is number 5 on the list.
Yeah, I made a mistake there. It is on the bond. I didn't mark it which ones weren't on the bond, but this is what we'd like to have posted on the
I don't
bond.
have this stuff.
I have a road use agreement. Did we do that? Did we do that one?
I don't think so. Are you through with that one?
I made a motion.
All in favor, aye.
Go through.
I have a road use agreement for County Road 945, and it'll have it will be added to the list to have a $100,000 bond on it. And that's the one that was left off. It was left off, and we had the road use agreement, we just didn't have it on the bond. So it's now been added to the bond, so it's got the bond on it, it's going to be a $100,000 bond.
Yeah, and on the new list also is County Road 946 that wasn't posted on the bond.
946.
Yes.
I only have a short part of 946 at the very end. It's a city, then precinct 3,
And
then
we
we
posted a bond with the city.
Okay. And then we have another, the county has a $100,000 bond on it also.
Yes.
Okay.
As long as you revise the bond to what that spreadsheet says. That's what I'm asking for. We posted a $1.2 million bond at $100,000 a road. Only 9 roads were put on that bond.
Well, the one I'll make a motion that we 945 has a road use agreement, and it also has a $100,000 bond.
I second.
All in favor, aye.
And that County Road 946 will be put on the bond also.
It's already.
Is 946 on there?
It's on this list.
Yes, it's on the list.
Okay, but that list is gonna be, the bond's gonna reflect that list now.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Do we have a road use agreement for it? For 946?
The bond is only gonna be for use of the road. There's no bore of the road.
I mean, do we have a road, like a road use agreement like this?
No, I thought that application was only for the roads that we were born.
No.
No.
No. No. It has to be, if
That's
you're
a
going to use it.
different road use agreements. There's one if you're going to bore the road and there's no bond on that usually, but if you're using the road, it's a different road use agreement.
So for every road that we have to use, that we're gonna bond, I need to submit a road use agreement? Is there a different application for born?
There can be more than one road on the same road use agreement, as long as that number is covered by a road use agreement. All right.
945 is mine, and it's covered. I'm good with it. It has a bond. And of course, 946 is the one that has the city, precinct 3. and
Yes.
So you already have a bond. I talked to the city manager, and he said, y'all have a bond with them for $100,000, and you have a
Right.
bond with us for
I'm
$100,000.
asking for that to be put on the $1.2 million bond like we already.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Right, that's what we're approving now, is to add.
Neither am I precinct. We're approving class,
What did you approve, what number?
754.
Is that one?
Now, here's the address, three more, you see 731?
No, 751, 731 is not.
We found one other road that's not on here.
That's what I said, probably, that's the road that we'd like to be added to the bond.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever's on that list is
We
whatever.
already added 754 to that same bond, we probably need to make another bond on 731. So that's along the road.
Okay, we posted a bond for $1.2 million, but only 9 roads were on that bond. At $100,000 a road, we should be able to put 12 roads on that bond, is that correct?
Yes, how many do we have on there now?
There's only 9 on the bond.
Okay. well,
So if we add that list plus 754, that would make 13 for a $1.2 million bond.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay.
All right, have we finished your,
I make a motion that we approve the road use agreement on County Road 945, and also we have $100,000 bond.
That has been voted on, it's.
and that's totally different from this.
It's pretty-
Okay.
That's precinct 3. That's precinct 3.
Well, but I mean, some of them overlap, I didn't know. Okay, so we're gonna finish yours first. You made the motion, you
I
have
thought
a
she said we
second?
finished it all.
It's
Oh, we
voted on.
finished it.
It has to be voted. Yes, ma'am.
We voted, okay. So do you need to,
I need the road use agreement on County Road 731, it'd be included in that bond.
Okay, so you need me to fill out another one of those applications like that right there?
Yes,
And 754
and
and
754.
946?
Well, that's him.
But we already got it, no doubt. We just need it on hills.
That's all I need in my precinct.
Okay.
Which
he can
two?
put- He can put those 2 roads on the same permit, though,
Yeah,
isn't that
yeah,
correct?
they can, I get, you know.
On the
Okay.
same permit.
All right.
Do you know which two?
Yeah, 754 and
731.
731. And so then, still, do I need to submit one for 946? That's 945 there, the spreadsheet lists 946, but I haven't filled out an application like that for 946.
I'm only concerned about 945.
Okay?
And I've made a motion to accept the road use agreement and also the $100,000 bond.
Okay,
We
so,
voted on that, so that one's done. Yours is done.
Good.
that's cool.
Yours is done. And then we'll see if you need to do another road use agreement. Steve,
Okay,
That has the 2 roads on it, isn't that correct?
and one for 946.
In 946.
Okay, I'll get those, okay.
Okay.
All right. All right, thank you very much. I have one more quick question. Can we get some leniency between now and the next commissioner's court to use those roads?
I've already told them,
Okay.
yes, to use those. I didn't know about 731.
Okay.
754 I did.
All right,
And then pass it.
Yes.
You continue on mine.
okay. All right, thank you.
Item number 8 is to approve bond and education certificates of county officials and employees. I do not have any. Does anyone else? If not, we'll go to item number 9. Consider procuring a firm to provide actuarial evaluation on retirees' insurance as required for the annual audit.
This became effective in 2000, for the 2018 audit. And it's accounting and financial reporting for post-employment benefits other than pensions. And I did call around the surrounding counties to see who they used, and I got 2 different names. I did call and I did get quotes from 2 different companies. One of them was from Cap Risk, which was $4,950. That was for 2 years. We paid the $4,950 the first year, and then the second year, it cost us nothing. They wrote forward the calculations. And then I called Gabriel Roeder Smith because a couple of counties used them, and they were $9,605 for 2 years. The first year we pay 70%, which is $67,2350. The second year, $28,8150. So I got good reviews on both of them, and they both responded to me really well. But one is, of course, quite a bit cheaper than the other. I do have a $12.95 on both of them too.
I'll make a motion, we go with the one for $4,950, whoever that is.
Cap risk.
Also, did you want to mention, this has to do with the retiree insurance, and that's the reason you're having to do this? Did you say that?
I didn't say that, but it is, the post-employment benefits other than pensions is for our supplemental insurance that we offer to our retirees that have been here for 12 consecutive years. And so because we have over 100 employees, counting employees and retirees, we have to have this GASB 75, so.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, aye. Any opposed? None, motion carried. Item number 10 is to consider the 2019 mental health counseling services agreement. We previously had received, we have received money from Hot Tub as a reimbursement for mental health counseling services for the prior years. This year, we have to enter into an agreement for the year of October 1st, 2018 to August 31st of 2019, and we will receive $2,750 from Hot Tub for participating in this. We have a motion
I'll make it.
to enter into the agreement. All in favor, aye. Any opposed? None. Motion carried. Item number 10 is to discuss Citizens Bank providing security for the funds to be deposited with the bank as required by Local Government Code 116.051. We have to have securities that are pledged by the depository bank, and this agreement just states the terms of that pledge. Whereas the public entity and depository bank are doing a depository contract, and whereas under the provisions of law and the depository contract, the depository bank must secure the funds with the deposits of the public entity by pledging investment securities to the public entity, and then that just describes how they will do that. Brian has looked at this, and of course the bank has provided it.
So you were saying he has looked at it because I didn't show it to him?
Did you? I guess
I just showed it to you.
we sent it to him.
Yeah, I think y'all said it.
I didn't know if he said anything at all about it. All right. Any discussion on this? You want me to read the whole thing?
No.
It's just a standard agreement.
They had 15 days after we selected a depository to pledge the securities to cover our funds. They met that 15-day guideline, even though we didn't meet for Commissioner's Court in the 15 days, but I'm still holding the check until y'all approve that. And as soon as you approve those pledged securities, then they will get their good faith check back.
And they do provide information to you regularly about how much is pledged.
Yes, and they're pledging securities on all of our CDs right now that we have with them also.
Do you have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? None. Motion carried. Item number 12 is to discuss the salary raise for jailers in the sheriff's department. Tell me the amount that you were requesting.
As far as per jailer,
Yeah,
$15 an hour.
$15 an hour, which figures to what amount? Let me write that down. 30,000,
I think it was 30,160.
160, I didn't remember the last one. All right. Okay. The jail administrator makes a starting salary of $32.40. At budget time, do you think you'll have to get an increase on these other,
Yes,
on the dispatch supervisor, since that now would be less than what the jailers are making, would that be?
all the dispatchers that are on the same pay scale as the jailers? Yes.
Judge Grant, let me just add to that too, that that'll be making more than my payroll clerk, who has a lot of liability issues. I've asked before to be raised up, put on the pay scale to 36, and that hasn't been done. I do have that in my budget from when I was making the 36, and that just hasn't been allowed by the court yet, and so I am gonna request at the same time that my payroll clerk gets to move up to 36,000. Thank you.
Well, I think that's probably something that we'll be looking at all of the rest of that at budget time. We're not talking about any of that right now. We're just talking about the job right now. But does have kind of a nominal effect. Will that also affect the officers?
If we're looking at incentives as far as certificate pay,
Will it be a raise in salary plus the certificates that you think you'll be asking for?
well, personally, we don't necessarily need a raise in the people we have. We need a raise in our starting positions. I think that's where we're hurting all the way across the board in this county is, yeah, we give raises, but you're giving them to people already here. You're not helping with the bottom line of the starting salary, which is why we're having a problem.
But if we raise the starting salary of the dispatch, the jailers, we need to raise the ones that are there to that same amount.
Yes.
What you're asking,
Mm-hmm.
just to be clear on where we are. In the long run, I do think we're gonna need to certainly talk about this whole salary situation. At budget time, on that other part.
The cost of our county services increases 5% a year on average, all the way across the state of Texas. That's just the budget our different offices. That's the budget their office, treasurer's office, auditor's office, my office. That's just what we're supposed to do. That don't even include employees. And how many years has it been since we actually increased 5% on everybody's budget? So that's a problem in itself. We try to make do. I know what we've been doing for the last 2.5 years. And then you look at the salaries across the board for employees in the county, and they're about 7% down. So now all of a sudden we're 5% down in our budgets, 7% down on employee pay, and sitting in a hole.
Well, I know it's gonna be a challenge at budget time. It is, it surely is.
I'm just gonna say this one thing, I really gonna say, where are we gonna get all this money from? Because now, hearing her over here, so all these people waiting in line to come and ask for more money. My question is, where are you gonna get all this money from?
Mine is already in the budget, it was budgeted, mine's already in the budget, and I've asked all the way back at budget time to raise it up to that, and was not allowed to, so. And I can tell you there, 8 to 10 times I can show you where this pay scale has been not stuck to since it's went into effect. I can pull that up and show you, which is gonna be a violation with TAC. They have said already that that does put us into a liability situation, so.
We've done that for years.
Well, we're looking at raising taxes. I don't see where else we would get it from, but it's the reality. There's no action, we'll go to item number 13, to discuss and approve the tax liability employee safety.
That's the same thing that we did last year. I think the sheriff's department got $989, and then the commissioners got the $989 to spend to buy equipment, safety equipment, things like that. And last year they donated, all the commissioners donated. I put it on the agenda to see if they wanted to each take their own, or they wanted to donate it, or however they wanted to do it.
I'm assuming donate. Is that correct?
Sheriff, I'll do that.
Yeah, donate mine for sure.
Is that a motion? Sheriff's Department has a second.
I second
All in favor, aye. Motion carried. Consider approving petty cash funds of the tax office. We have approved all the other places that have petty cash has been approved. We've not ever approved one, so we established the amount and approval.
I'll make a motion.
For the tax house.
Second, we'll be able to opt that. Is that a problem?
Yes.
Okay.
I second.
All in favor, aye. Motion carried. Item number 15, consider the interlocal cooperation contract between DPS, the local government entity for Florida, and Freestone County. And this is for the, our employee, a part-time employee that works in the DPS office. It's agreement that they, it's our employee, that they will be able to use the government internet and sources that they get through the internet and DPS. And it states all the requirements and restrictions on that.
We've always had it. I'm making a motion.
Second.
Item number 16 is to approve the victims coordinator grant for the district attorney's office. He has got that before, and we have to do another grant after the 2-year term is over. We have to do another grant. We have that in place now.
Approve it. Grant.
Second.
All in favor, aye. Are there any comments from Commissioners Court members?
I have a couple of announcements. Southern Oaks Community Care Club, I believe, is having a garage sale at Southern Oaks this week. Saturday night, the Scruton Volunteer Fire Department is having a fish fry. And next Saturday, Wortham Volunteer Fire Department is having their annual barbecue
was a high water rescue in my precinct, in 1090, and I don't know the specifics, I just know that it turned out good. There were a lot of fire departments that, I'm not sure, there was a lot of fire departments that were involved from my precinct, and I don't, maybe some other people might know about it, but it was successful, and they have been doing some training, and that's really good, and I appreciate what the volunteer fire departments in my precinct, and not only my precinct, but all over the county, are doing to help us. And so, any life that we save is wonderful. And so they did that, and some of those guys I thought were gonna be here to talk about it, but they're not, I'm aware. So anyway, you see them, tell them thank you.
I would say to the sheriff department, they done a great job during the storm. Y'all really kept me really busy and still keeping me busy. We are, I don't know about the other commissioners, but just that one day we had over 30 trees to fall, and still having trees to fall. Not those small trees, these are humongous trees that are falling. We're having to get assistance to help us with those trees. And then to the some of the people in the community that where we had so many trees to fall at one time and we could not get to all of those different places at one time. Some of the people in the community went out and cut the trees and moved them for us. We went out and got them after we got out. Appreciate you guys calling